Hey guys, finalKenpachi, welcome to another Rachel of Legends Chimera video. In this video, I will show you guys my Chimera team one more time, the Duchess team basically. And why I'm making this video one more time, because last time I made a video, as you guys can see, 13th trial, right? We got a 13th trial and I said, hey guys, reaching 13th trial was hard and it is the maximum this team can handle it. Now, after Plarium nerf the Chimera, we can do 14 trial and 13 of them is easy, guys. Reaching 14 is not that easy but possible, which is I record my video. We are going to show and talk about that very soon. Stay tuned for that. And if you guys have this champion over there, which is the Cardial, you can also able to do 15 trial with this comp. Good thing is about this comp, it's super affinity friendly. You don't have to worry about the affinities, rotation or stuff like that. So before I jump to the run, let me introduce the champion and how you going to build them. So start of the obviously comp is the Marius, guys. Marius 6-star. Yes, you can do it without 6-star Marius, but with the 6-star, especially here with Crescent Rand right there, it's way more easier. But again, maybe a little bit less damage, maybe a little bit less trial, you can still able to do that, and eventually you are going to get 6-star Marius. I know it's gonna take some time, but it is what it is. So I still using my arena build on my Marius, guys. So let me show you the stat. There is no live arena bonus on the Chimera yet, so this is what we have on the Marius. He's in the little build, and the 3-piece stone skin, maybe you're curious like why 3-piece, bro? Because we need the blood shield accessories, guys, on him, okay? There's a one trial is possible now with the Duchess is the shield, but we still need one blood shield accessory on the Marius to make it easier. And that's it. Literally like one blood shield and that's it. You can also build your Marius 6-piece merciless, which is there is a chance of the cooldown reset. I cannot do that right now, so it's up to you. But this is my Marius stat. Here we have a plus 15 cat case. There is not huge difference between plus 12 and the plus 15 cat case on my Marius, since he is a 6-star Crescent Rand. But especially if you guys don't have a 6-star Crescent Rand Marius, plus 15 cat case is going to make huge difference. So if you have a plus 12, try to upgrade it plus 15. Gemstone I'm using on that, as you guys can see over there. Most of them is only for the arena, not for the Chimera. So, and like I mentioned, Crescent Rand, and this is my masteries on the Marius. Next champion is the Duchess, guys. So Duchess can be replaceable by Phytion, by like another reviver with the block debuff on them. But if you guys want 14th trial, you guys need the Duchess on this comp. So they are going to be different comp otherwise. So my favorite kind of build, guys, Reflex Impulse. You guys going to see this combo a lot rest of the our team as well. Maybe you are curious like, hey bro, why did you give Duchess the cooldown reset gear? Ram form, you know, the nerfed Ram form, it's still going to kill you. Like, I don't have a true fear on this comp. I actually give my Lydia this nature bounty blessing recently, but my Lydia only 4-star and there is only 30% chance to make it turn normal fear to true fear. And during this fight, you guys going to see it didn't proc. So that's why we need a Duchess, get her cooldown so she can revive, she can cast the veil, stuff like that. If Marius died again, which is he will on the Ram form, she can, there is a chance she can revive again. That's why we build her Reflex Impulse with the 2 refresh accessories. My stat on her, you guys need a tanky Duchess, guys. She need to be tanky and she need to be quite a fast. This is my stat right now. You can also give her resistance. It's not like super important. This resistance, for example, not enough for the lion form because you have a bigger accuracy now. So you guys need, I believe, close to 600 now. But it is what it is. We have a Pierced Shadow. So I want to talk about this OP relics, guys. So basically this relics, whenever your skill on the cooldown and whenever you are going to use your default skill, there is a chance you can get extra turn. I currently have 2 champions on these relics. Both my Padre and the Duchess have that. Sometime, whenever it's proc, which is there is a high chance of the proc, guys, there is a 10, 12, 14, 16% proc on the plus 12 level. Keep that on your mind. And yeah, it's helping actually, you know, like, because Chimera is all about the RNG And we are using some cooldown reset, stuff like that, extra turn, blah, 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 to reduce our RNG chance, guys. Alright, that's the logic. I only have 2 of these relics. If I got more, I will definitely give that to the Lydia and probably Lamausu as well. And she is a cruelty, guys, 6-star. So I'm not using her on the PvP anymore. And this is my masteries on the Duchess. I also give her War Master to maximize my damage. Sometimes it's also helping on the trial. And the Lamausu, similar build, guys. So she also in the reflex gear, impulse, and the 2 refresh accessories. My stat on the Lamausu looks like that. She obviously needs some accuracy, guys. Duchess doesn't. But Lamausu and Lydia need some accuracy. I believe you need like 475 accuracy for this content. So we have more than enough. And she has a harp of Caspiel. Actually, this is one of the worst legendary relics in the game, but still not that terrible. If anybody interested, this is her gemstone on the relics. And I put her brimstone, guys, on the 4-star. And this is my masteries on the Lamausu, another War Master. There's another tip. If you guys cannot reach the enough accuracy with the decent stat, you guys always can go Eagle Eye to get your accuracy. So maybe the defense 3 instead of the offense. When you get a better gear, you can also go War Master like what I'm doing right now. And the Lydia also 4-star, guys. She's in the 9-piece protection. We don't really need the Lydia cooldown resetting that often, to be honest. So that's why I keep her in the 9-piece protection set. And this is my stat on the Lydia. Again, enough accuracy. And she doesn't have a relics. I better put her some relics, I guess. I just noticed it. She was have a Purchase Shadow. I give it to the Duchess, so I forget. I give her Nature Bounty. I also recommend you guys Nature Bounty. There is a very low chance, especially if she's below 5-star. No, my bad, 6-star. Yeah, 6-star has a 6%, 60%. Low percent, but still can be lifesaver if it is proc. Because when you place a True Fear debuff to the Ram form, your damage not gonna get reflected anymore. So basically, you can keep your DP champion alive. If the boss under True Fear debuff, guys. And Lydia doesn't have a True Fear debuff. She's on the Fear debuff. And Nature Bounty has a chance of to convert that to True Fear debuff. This is how that works. And my masteries on the Lydia looks like that. Next champion is going to be Padre. Again, similar build. Reflex, Impulse, 2 refresh accessories. My Padre looks like that, guys. There's a one tip. I already showed you guys the stats, so if you go like close to the my stat, you should be no problem. But don't make your Duchess lowest critical damage or the Reviver your lowest critical damage champion. One champion need to be tank on the Ram form. Ram form, beginning of the Ram form, he's going to attack the lowest critical damage champion. In my case, this is going to be Gandalf. Lamausu can be also work, by the way, keep that on your mind. And my stat on him looks like that. We have a Purchase Shadow on him. I really liking this relics on the Padre, guys, because when the Padre using this skill, because this skill going on the cooldown, and he's also using his A1 skill, right? Because he's joining the Ele attack, there is actually a chance you can get extra turn from it, which is awesome. And the masteries on the Padre looks like that. So I give him Counter-Attack Masteries because his A1 default skill has a chance of to reduce your cooldown. So I want to get more benefit from it. That's why he's using like that. But again, guys, Padre can be replaceable by the Cardial. He doesn't have a Tormentor field, but heal-wise, block debuff, stuff like that should be no problem. Special Cardial can help you a lot on the Ram form because you need to be block stun attempt on the Ram form, and having a 2 block debuff champion on your comp is definitely way better than only 1. Again, it's possible, but this is the hardest trial we are going to face on this comp. Block 7 stun attempt Ram form, 3rd trial, last one, literally the last one. So I will show you guys the run right now, which is we are going to talk about during the fight as well. So catch you soon. Let's get started. We are going to attack the Ultra Nightmare, Chimera, and I will try my best to explain you every detail about this comp. So beginning of the fight, our champion is faster than the ultimate form and the Ultra Nightmare difficulty. Because we are faster on the boss skill not on the cooldown, and boss going to use this A3 skill, guys. This A3 skill basically going to remove your buff if you don't have enough resist or the protected buff, and the amount of the buff he's going to remove is also going to be deal extra damage on you. Because of that, as much as possible, I am not going to cast my buff. Obviously, some champion debuff skill has buff on them, but thankfully our lady in the protection set here, so there's a chance her buff getting protected. But again, cannot say the same thing for the Padre. He's in the cooldown reset gear, but it's alright. Not end of the world. When we got a chance, we reset the cooldown of the Lamausu to the Marius, and we continue like that. And after boss use the A3 skill, guys, you are feel free to use whatever you want here, which is I'm using his L attack. At the same time, has a continuous buff, which is super important for the recover some HP, because we don't really have a direct healer on this comp. And again, not doing anything special here, guys. I'm gonna skip the little bit more. It's an ultimate form. There is no trial, you know. Boss going to use this skill again. It's the second time he's going to use it, so I'm being careful as much as possible. Holding Padre at A2 skill after the boss used the A3 to recover some HP. As you guys can see, L attack. At the same time, give us continuous heal buff. And pretty much the same, guys. Next round is going to be last round. And I will stop using my skills because I want to save them to the next form, which is the Ram form. We are going to see the Ram form. So it's a 5 turn now. In here, guys, I'm not resetting cooldown, as you guys notice it, because I want to save this cooldown reset for the next form. But this is super important. You need to do the same step, both Ram form and the Lion form. Before the boss switch the Ram and the Lion form, make sure to use the Marius A3 skill. This is going to help you on the trial. Trust me, everybody. So that's it too. Rest of the stuff we are saving our cooldown, and boss about to switch the Ram form. There you go. In the Ram form, boss going to attack your lowest critical damage champion, which is in my case it was Padre. So in here, guys, we are going to do this fear trial over there. After that, this is just NM max HP or the smite or the HP burn or the poison. Actually, there's lots of alternative. But in our case, this is going to be NM max HP from the Marius. So this 2 trial is possible with this comp, not this one. In here, guys, again, increase accuracy. This is why we use the Marius A3 skill. It's going to be possible. We cannot do this one. I believe you can do this one if you have a Cardial, guys. Keep that on your mind, which is going to give you 15th trial. Maybe that one is well actually after. And decrease defense perfect veil, Dutch, Lydia. So this is done. This is also done, guys. All you guys need to do, cast your debuff at the same time buff. And this one, the hardest trial on this team, guys. Block 7 stun debuff using block debuff or whatever on the Chimera turn. So this one is the difficult. Keep that on your mind. You guys can also use the intercept buff from the Lamausu to decrease your chance, but this is still very difficult, guys. Okay, we did that. I will show you how we did that, but still difficult. So right now, so it's a Ram form, guys. If the boss under True Fear, it's not going to be reflect damage anymore. This is what they changed it on the Ram form. Besides that, Fear also have a less reflect damage. I mean, even the boss under Fear debuff still have a less reflect damage. You're still gonna die. You are not gonna survive. But basically, this is what they changed it, guys. And I decided to revive here to Padre, which was the mistake, because boss didn't use the A2 skill yet. And all he's going to do is the debuff me now. So don't do my mistakes. Definitely use the block debuff first, guys. So first debuff you placing on the Ram form is going back to the attacker, guys. This is the, you need to be careful about it. So I try to land my decrease attack debuff from Lamausu A1 skill, and it's reflect back to me. Second debuff, I mean, after that, your debuff will be land on the boss until the boss passive skill get cooldown reset. So, but thankfully, we revived the Padre, but good thing is he's going to be cleanse my debuff now, so I think that can work. So I reset the cooldown of the Duchess because I want the Marius back. And I just using my fear, got resisted. I got super angry because of that. And I decided to use my L attack. Because Lydia is the front of the Marius, guys. Lydia going to attack first before the Marius. And maybe I was thinking this is going to be true fear debuff coming from the blessing, but no, there's only 30% chance and it didn't proc. The second change they make on the rain form after the nerf it, when, as you guys can see, boss didn't attack me because fear debuff we casted is proc. Before, it was getting, I believe, 50% tormentor. Right now, it's only getting like 25% tormentor if the fear proc, which is less annoying. So, let's say less annoying. And then we just cast an orb. Buff, debuff again. And we may finally, after like 3 turns, we finally got a chance to see the boss under decrease defense and the fear debuff, guys. And I'm not going to miss this opportunity and this make the boss. We got one trial done. It was the decrease defense whale trial. And this was super easy, by the way. I just reset and cooldown of the Dutch again because I want to bring my horse back. And I'm going to reapply the decrease defense because it's going to be expired. We got extra turn there over the relics. It helped me to cooldown reset on the Duchess, A1 scale. And we got the whale. See that, guys? RNGs. I use my default skill there because my skill not on the cooldown. I mean, it's on the cooldown. I'm going to use my Ele attack because we can deal some damage. Marius is 1 HP anyway. He's somehow going to survive that. I believe it's a Life Drinker Master is proc there before the reflect damage is hit to me. So, and now I managed to get another turn. Boss under fear, under decrease defense. And if I use my A3 skill, we'll get extra turn and boom. Fear mission is done, guys. So all we need to do is 1 NM max HP, which doesn't have any specific condition on it. This is again super easy. And we just need to land a couple of more debuff and the buff on the boss and we are good to go. Which is because of that, I think I'm going to use my A3 skill to cast more unique debuff on the boss and we are done. This trial is also done. So about this trial, there is a couple of reasons why it is quite difficult because the progress you are making in here right now not going to be continue next time you see the rainform. So it's going to be back to the 0. So you need to start over this trial, guys. But again, possible. Hard, but possible. Rest of the trials are super easy too. So 13 trial is definitely guaranteed on this comp, guys. Keep that on your mind. So we just need to use one more in a max HP skill with the Marius. I revive him. My cooldown reset, thankfully, from the Lamasu was ready. And I had to make sure he's getting turn before the boss. Again, he's not under decrease defense or anything, but or Marius is hitting quite hard. And this trial is also done. There is only one trial left on the RAM form, guys. So skipping this part again. Ultimate ROM, back to the ultimate form. And reviving our champion, recovering, you know, same step we are going to be continue, guys. I'm going to skip this part because I don't want this video super long. And again, guys, before the boss switch to the lion form, we also need to use our Marius A3 skill. It's going to help you on the trial. And going to do that quickly. Again, saving my skill as much as possible. And it's about to switch the lion form. There we go. Lion form got buffed actually, guys. He have a higher accuracy now. At the same time, he's hitting hard. But this is helping you on the trial, the shield trial. We can finally do shield trial only using the Duchess. Like there is no shield caster here beside the Duchess A1 skill, which is hit. I mean, it's quite a small shield. So in here, there's a little bit RNG element coming from the Marius Masteries. When the Marius receives like fatal damage, his cleansing debuff, and this skill over the boss, beginning of the fight, using it, land the debuff on you at the same time hitting quite hard. If this master is proc, which is good masters for the arena, so I cannot really remove it. Boss will, I believe, use an A1 skill and gonna cast you some fear debuff, guys. So keep that on your mind. Again, not end of the world, but stupid RNG. So right now, finishing this trial, beginning of the line form is super important, guys, because next trial going to be shield. Shield trial is carrying over to next time you see the line form, so you don't have to finish right away. Let's say you got like 50k, then you can do rest of the under 50k, hopefully. on the next time you see the line form. So faster you do this trial is definitely going to make you easier to finish the shield trial. This is done. This is done. Rest of the trial on here we cannot complete it with this comp. This is not possible, guys. This one over there, which is I will show you soon. There we go. In here, this is possible. Ele attack, decrease with decrease defense possible. And after that, one more ele attack. Boom, we are good to go. And we don't have a leech on the team, so we cannot do this trial over there. So, using your buff, you don't have to be specific here, guys. Use your buff, use your debuff, use your ele attack, use your Lamasu cooldown reset on the ele attack champion, which is the pad rate on our case, because this ele attack is not going to be finish that easily. I'm not using his A3 skill. It's filling my Tormentor, but at the same time cleansing debuff, which is I can use it actually right now because I'm under block debuff. Boss is not able to land fear debuff on me, but I don't know why did I keep it. I guess I was thinking I will need it later, which is shield trial. We need this. I will explain you soon. It's quite a fun actually mechanic. And make sure your champion under block debuff, guys, as much as possible. We got extra turn from the relics again. I just need to land more debuff on the boss before the nuke him. I reset the cooldown of the inner ele attack. As you guys can notice, I'm not using my any max HP left because boss is not under debuff yet. So he finally got a 6 debuff attempt here. One more ele attack. So we finally can finish this trial, guys, when the Marius got a chance. There we go. So we unlock door of the shield trial, which is in the ultra nightmare difficulty. This is 200k. So faster you unlock this, easier. So right now, when the boss attack the shield, we can make a progress on this comp. Again, rest of the stuff is easy. Ele attack will be over next round. We already making progress here slowly. So right now, guys, I'm going to use his A3 skill to cleanse my debuff. I already in the block debuff, so I don't have to worry about the receiving the debuff from the boss. But I'm basically going to force boss to attack me. Or attack my shield. You can also say like that. She got a 2 extra turner. And the relics is only plus 12. I'm going to check the trial one more time. But before that, no, trial is done. We got a cooldown reset on the pad rate here. So this attempt going to finish this ele attack trial. And I reset the cooldown of the Marius perfect timing. Boss under decrease speed and the defense. And boom, boom, boom. One more trial is done. So just need to do one more ele attack / counter attack. And we are done here. We have a 25k on the shield damage so far. So here's the thing. Before the boss using this ability, guys. So he's able to use it now. Keep that on your mind. Don't cast the Duchess Veil. Because if you cast the Duchess Veil, she's going to cast the Veil debuff to everybody else beside her. Boss going to target her. And not this rotation because Duchess is the strong affinity against them right now. But if especially like, let's say boss is magic affinity, there is a very high chance your Duchess going to die. Be careful, don't cast the Veil. Make sure your champion not under Veil. And you are good to go. So Marius is cleansed the debuff, as you guys notice, but we was under block debuff still, so we are good to go. And we did 58k extra damage over there. I don't have to worry about the cleanse my debuff with the pad rate anymore, because it's automatically cleansed. We got a good RNG. And slowly making progress on the ele attack, at the same time shield. I actually delay that skill again one more time. Because I want boss landing debuff on me. And after that, I wanna cleanse it. Which is I will do it now. So we have 68k. It's a 3-turn debuff, so I use my extra turn. It's still going to be there for one more turn. And when the Padre got a turn, guys, about to do that, I'm gonna cleanse it again, and I'm gonna force the boss attack me like that. So this is how we are going to finish the shield. We got on the first attempt, which is we was beginning of the fight. We was also working on the first trial before the shield, right? And we already did 8 and 9k damage. So this 8 and 9k going to carry over the next time we see the lion form. Because of that, we don't have to worry about too much thing. And at this point, boss going to switch the farm. I'm not holding myself anymore. I finished the L attack mission as well. And going back to the ultimate form, because we were under loss of the buff, boss going to hit quite hard. Yeah. But again, just revive Duchess not gonna die. She's super tanky. Plus she's enough resistance. This part is going to help you a lot. And going to take some time to recover here, guys. And moving closely to the Viper form. In the Viper form, I have a very important tips. So second time boss able to use that skill like we used to. Not cast an orb buff. We are waiting. Boss removing orb buff. And we are good now. So after that, guys, you guys need to make sure your champion close to max HP. Because otherwise you are going to have a hard time on the Viper form. What you can do, save your L attack skill after boss use it A3. Cast it. If it is not going to be enough, usually it's not enough for my case because boss hitting quite hard. I'm going to use my Lamasu cooldown reset to the pad rate. And it's going to do one more L attack / continue seal buff. This is important, guys, because Viper form hitting quite hard. And if you manage to kill your champion, you cannot revive, stuff like that. Like, he has some weird skill, guys. Like, trust me, you don't want to do that. And that's why my champion are in the good condition right now. And we are ready for the Viper farm. And one more tip, don't use Duchess Veil block debuff before the Viper farm. Don't. Your champion cannot be under block debuff, otherwise boss going to be steal it. And it's going to give you a little bit more problem. So in here, whenever Padre got a turn, it doesn't need to be first person to get in turn. You are not going to die from the poison. Don't worry. Cleanse your debuff. And cast your debuff to the boss. You don't have to worry about too much stuff on the Viper. It's super easy form, to be honest. Just make sure using your Lydia A3 skill. Block active skill. So that's it. That's important because boss has a very annoying kids and we don't want to face them. And use your L attack, get some heal. Again, Viper form is not hitting hard, guys, besides the skill it used at the beginning of it. So in here, guys, trials are actually extremely easy. Just land your debuff and nuke the boss. We got 2 trial here, literally, at the same time. Block active skill, you need to deal damage. And the other one was decrease attack, decrease speed. Decrease attack coming from Lamasu. Decrease speed coming from Lamasu again. Lamasu A1, Lamasu A2 skill. Keep that on your mind. And that's it, guys. So one more trial here, which is we need the Duchess for this one. We need to nuke the boss one more time while horse under increase attack and the block debuff buff. So I'm skipping a little bit, guys. Again, like it's not super important. Duchess cast to her ability. So we give the boss we give the Marius the increase attack and the block debuff, and we are gonna nuke it now. There, boss wasn't under decrease defense, but our damage was good enough. Our horse is good, guys. So make sure to keep the boss under block active skill debuff coming from the Lydia A3. That's it. We maxed the trial on the Viper form, so you don't have to worry about this form anymore, guys. That's it. Like, again, trial are super easy. I skipping this part, going back to the ultimate form real quickly. Actually, let's straight go to the RAM form, which is we have a important trial left over there. There we go. Back to the RAM form. So guys, this trial over there, quite difficult. This is the hardest trial on this comp. Your champion need to be under block debuff or the intercept buff. So you basically need to be, how we call this? Block attempt of the stun coming from the boss A2 skill. So before boss use this A2 skill, you need to make sure your champion under this debuff, guys. I mean, under this buff. Okay, it's still quite a difficult, so we just did it right there. You guys going to see it. Padre wasn't under block debuff, but we did 3 attempt, I believe. We got a 3 attempt, so there's a 4 left. His A1 skill also will place a chance to place a stun debuff. If he decrease your Terminator, so it's over there. And again, keep your champion under this buff as much as possible. And try to not land fear debuff coming from the Lydia A1 skill, guys. Okay? Why? Because there's a chance fear can proc and the boss not able to attack you. You don't want that. You want boss try to land stun debuff on you so you can block it. If the boss not attacking you, there's nothing to block it. Keep that on your mind. And yeah. I use it on the dodge. Alright. So next round, we already have 5, by the way, guys. He's not under fear. We lose the horse, but it's okay. And boom. When the Duchess cast the debuff, I'm curious. Huh, there we go. We are under block debuff, guys. Actually, looks like I use my block debuff in the wrong timing. Seems like it. Which is like Lydia already get rid of it. But it was still enough, guys, to finish it. So play a little bit more careful here. I was like a little bit distracted, I think. I used my skill like wrong timing. But we still managed to finish it. So back to the ultimate form. Nothing special again, guys. Just jump into the lion form one more time because we still have a one more trial there. Important trial, which is the shield trial. And again, back to the lion form. And it's super funny actually, this trial, guys. So you need to force the boss to attack you. Your shield. And we already were halfway there. So we are casting our debuff. You don't have to be worried about anything right now. We max everything. I could be... I pressed wrong button, I think. Give me one sec. My bad. There we go. I could be cleanse my debuff here with the Lamausu, but because we are not under block debuff yet, I decided to skip this one more time. Same here. I'm delaying my skill. I'm doing a attack because why not? I mean, we need to maximize our damage anyway. Block debuff. There we go. We got the block debuff. Now, whenever I got a chance, I'm going to use my cleanse ability to cleanse the debuff. He hit actually quite hard here, which is good. And I believe I still under debuff right there. We have 120k. I'm gonna force the boss to attack me right now by the cleansing my debuff. See? And let's do L attack to get more shield from Duchess A1. Duchess joining the L attack as well, right? 130k. There is only 70k left. This is why you need broad shield on the Marius, guys, because he's getting like kind of like thick shield compared to the Duchess shield. Like, look at the Duchess. I'm gonna cleanse it again, going to make him angry. He's gonna attack me. There we go. Under 50. 50k left. Only 2 rounds left, by the way. But boss about to smack really, really hard, guys. So this is the why they buffed the lion form, I believe, which is good, helping us on the trial, guys. You know, otherwise, if the boss is not hitting that hard, it could be a problem. I believe it's going to happen right now. There we go. He cleansed the debuff from Masteris, which was the Masteris I had, but at this time it's helped, you know, because I was already under block debuff, so didn't really got a debuff here from the boss. But real damage is coming right now, guys, from the boss. Wait for it. Again, we're pretty much down to, we don't really need this real damage, but yeah. We only need a 20k, 18k left actually. Look at this damage. It was more than enough. And we got the last trial, which is the 14th trial on this comp, guys. There we go. Rest of the part is not that important. I'm not going to repeat myself again. We are going to see the same things. Ultimate form, Viper form one more time. There is no trial left on the Viper form. So I just go in end of it so you guys can see my final result. We got a 242 million with the 14 trial. Again, guys, this is affinity friendly comp because most of our champion is the void affinity. Like, or debuffer are the void, or damage dealer is the void, or ele attack, which doesn't matter, and the reviver doesn't really matter, are not void. And yeah, it's affinity friendly comp basically. And 14 trial, 242 million damage on the Ultra Nightmare difficulty. Again, if you have a Cardial, give it a try instead of the Pod Rate. We are going to get 15 trial for that. And that was it, guys. I tried my best to explain you how this comp working. It was quite a long video. I'm sorry for that, but hopefully can help you to make similar comp. If you guys have horse like 1 star, 2 star, no star, you can still able to do this comp. Obviously, your trial going to be lower, your damage going to be lower, but you can still do more than 1k. I believe you can do that. Important note, I show you guys how is this champion build beginning of the video, but reflex gear guard, impulse, refresh accessories, they are super important to reduce your RNG chance. As always, thank you so much for the watching. Catch you guys on the next time. Bye bye.